We're going to talk today about what happens if your child is injured in a school bus accident. Each school day, thousands of children ride school buses across Missouri, including right here in Kansas City. While school buses are generally considered safe, accidents can and do happen. When they do, parents are left with urgent questions like who's responsible, who pays for the medical bills, and what are the next legal steps. If your child's injured in a school bus accident, understanding your rights and how Missouri law applies is essential. Whether the accident involved another driver, the bus itself, or happened while getting on and off the bus, this guide walks through key points parents need to know. First question, are school buses safe? Statistically, school buses are safe ways for children to travel. However, when accidents occur, they often involve multiple children and can lead to really serious injuries, including broken bones, head injuries or concussions, internal trauma, emotional distress or post-traumatic stress, cuts, bruises, and sprains. Even low-speed collisions can result in injuries due to lack of seat belts or the design of some older buses. The steps you take immediately after the accident can make a huge difference in your child's care and your ability to pursue compensation. What to do after a school bus accident? If your child's involved in a school bus accident, here's what you should do right away. First, seek medical attention. Even if your child appears uninjured, it's important to have them evaluated. Some injuries, such as concussions or soft tissue trauma, may not show immediately. Get details about the accident, who was driving, when and where it happened, was another vehicle involved. Get as much information as possible from the school and the authorities. Ask for an incident report. The school district, police department, and transportation company should provide a report that includes initial findings and who may be at fault. Also, keep records. Medical bills, missed school days, and communication with the school or bus company should all be documented. So, who's liable when a child is injured on a school bus? Liability for school bus accidents in Missouri really can vary depending on the circumstances. In many cases, more than one party may be legally responsible. Here's a breakdown of some of the most common situations. One is school district liability. If the school district owns and operates the bus, and the driver is a school district employee, the district may be held responsible for injuries resulting from the driver negligence or unsafe bus maintenance. There may be issues regarding sovereign immunity and question as to who may be liable ultimately, but these cases do follow strict timelines and filing requirements. Third-party transportation companies. Some schools contract private bus companies to provide student transportation. If the driver was employed by a private company, that company may be liable. In these cases, the rules for filing a personal injury claim are similar to those involving other commercial transportation providers. Companies are typically responsible for the actions of their drivers while on duty, and they are expected to maintain their vehicles safely. Let's talk about other drivers being at fault. If another vehicle caused a crash by running a red light, speeding, or failing to yield, then that driver and their insurance provider may be responsible for covering the damages. In these cases, your claim would be similar to a standard car accident involving a minor passenger. It's also possible that fault is shared between the other driver and the bus operator, in which case compensation may be divided based on the percentages of fault. There may be defective bus parts or maintenance issues. If the accident was caused by mechanical failures, such as brake failure or tire blowouts, the manufacturer or maintenance provider could be held responsible. These claims typically require detailed investigation and evidence, but are critical when safety standards are violated. So what type of compensation can you seek? If your child has been injured, you may be entitled to pursue compensation for medical expenses, pain and suffering, emotional distress, permanent disability or scarring, loss of enjoyment of life, or parental lost wages if they're involved. Compensation depends on the severity of the injury and the impact of your child's life and the clarity of whose fault it was in this case. So do you need to file a claim quickly? There are, of course, statute of limitations, which are deadlines to file personal injury lawsuits. If a victim fails to file a lawsuit within the time frame established in the specific state, the claim is forever barred, and the victim will receive no damages. Bus accident lawsuits are oftentimes under the 5-year negligence statute, but it may not necessarily be the case, and it's going to be particular to the case involved. Some situations like wrongful deaths may need to be filed within a shorter time frame. The rules are different for each and every state and each and every fact pattern. So delaying the action could mean losing your right to pursue compensation entirely. This is why it's really important to begin gathering information and documenting your child's injuries as soon as possible. Let's talk about the emotional impact of a school bus accident. Beyond physical injuries, many children experience emotional trauma following a crash. Anxiety, fear of riding on the bus, and sleep disturbances are all common. Parents may also struggle emotionally as they watch their child recover. Documenting these effects through counseling or therapy can help demonstrate the full impact of the accident and support your claim for non-economic damages. While school buses are generally a safe way to transport children, accidents can still happen. And when they do, they often affect multiple families. If your child has been injured in a school bus accident in Kansas City or anywhere in Missouri, understanding your legal options is a key part to protecting your family's future. Liability depends on who is driving, what caused the accident, and whether the bus was operated by the school or third-party provider. Acting quickly, gathering documentation, and filing with the correct legal timeframes are all critical steps. If your child's been hurt in a school bus crash, you don't have to navigate it alone. Give us a shout if you need anything at all. We'd be happy to discuss it with you. Thank you for tuning in.